Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a great day this morning. And today's topic was going to be talking about time management and why time management is so important, especially for college student athletes. It's imperative for you to be able to prioritize your time when you get to college. And for all you incoming freshmen, whether you play a sport or not, that's going to be the key to your success. Not how hard or easy the class is, or how big the campus is, or everything else that comes along with being a college student. But the key to your success is going to be time management. And how do you manage your time and navigate through that will either help you or harm you. And the first thing you should do is, one, identify what you want your major to be. Identify exactly what you want your major to be. How can you identify that? Find out what you love and not what you do can make money. That's, I think, one of the biggest misconceptions about finding a college major is identifying what you like to do opposed to, I just want to make money, so I'm going to major in business. There is so many different variations of business, and I want to students to get out that train of thought that I need to be a business major in order for me to make money. So first, identify what exactly is your major, and more importantly, what do you enjoy? What could you do for the rest of your life if you didn't have to get paid for it? That's the best piece of advice. Two, after you identify your major, start looking at the prerequisites and the classes you need to take. There's two schools of thought. You can just take filler classes, or if you want to get ahead of schedule and on the learning curve, especially for student athletes, is to make sure that you identify your major early when you first come in, and start putting yourself in position to take those classes in the fall. At times, when most incoming freshmen do is they don't understand or don't know what they want to do. So colleges put you in filler classes, right? So say if a major, there's a huge major that majority of the school takes, they're gonna put you in those filler classes as opposed to classes that's gonna benefit you in your particular major once you identify. So identify what you love. And that will allow you to be able to find a prerequisite class that you can take as in the fall of your first semester, opposed to waiting next year in the fall. And now you're kind of a little bit behind the eight ball. So one, obviously identify your major. Two, look at the prerequisite classes. Three, I think really is important, and start to identify the other people that's within your major. That can really help you, especially if there's anybody, some of your friends, classmates, people in a dining hall, your teammates. Identify who else is in those major. Maybe they are maybe a junior or senior that have taken those classes already. So, right, work smarter, not harder. You don't have to go through it alone. Find out from the people that took the classes in the past. Ask questions. Go to the library. Be very social. That right there, honestly, is in a nutshell, a theme that you strongly suggest you should do in college, to be social, because that will help navigate you into your time management, because you will learn the do's and don'ts very quickly if you just go around and ask. So after one, first off, identify your major. Two, find your prerequisites. And three, identify people that's within your major. Now four, start to navigate exactly how you envision your schedule to be. Envision your schedule. See exactly what time you have, free times in the day, where you can eat food, eat your lunch, right? Eat breakfast, and then go from class to class. If it's a big campus, what time you can take the bus in the morning. See, what I don't want people to do is to go to college, and yes, you can have fun, is to waste a semester because you wanted to party, right? The days of that, honestly, are long gone and over. Make sure that you're utilizing your time. Again, manage your time wisely to make sure that you get ahead of schedule. And if you get ahead of schedule, on the weekends, you can enjoy yourself. You can enjoy yourself on a Thursday night. But if you're just going to just party every night, you're going to be behind the eight ball. You're going to regret it. And by junior year, you're going to figure out, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm telling you now, you don't have to do that. So make sure that you identify the time blocks where you have scheduled time, where you can go to the library, go see an academic advisor, right? I strongly suggest that you utilize the academic advisors on campus, the people in your class, right? Because if you don't ask, that you don't know. Each and every campus, no matter how big or small the campus is, whether it's a community college whether it's a 2-year college, 4-year college, master's, PhD, whatever the case may be. There are people on that campus that are getting paid to help you. So go out and ask. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So make sure that you're doing that. After you identify that, then you can kind of readjust your schedule to exactly what you need to do and where you feel like you can enjoy yourself, where you feel like you can put time in, and the other thing that you want to do at your leisure. I strongly also suggest that you utilize the library. Why? Because the library is a very quiet place. Really getting homework and things done inside the dormitory or inside your apartment is honestly counterproductive to you. You may be able to do it, but there's just so many moving parts because everybody in college has a roommate for the most part, whether you live on campus or off campus. So I strongly suggest that you make sure that you, when you go to college, that you identify where the libraries are on each and every campus. Go out and take time out of that day to do that. Whether if you play a sport and there's an academic center, utilize those times to take advantage of that to do your work. But do not feel like you will not get exactly what you want to get by being around your teammates or your friends, just because it's just so much going on, especially if you're freshmen. Everybody has the bug of a big campus. This is their first time away from home, right? So, I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy yourself, but I'm saying you should use your time wisely, right? I'm giving you tools and suggestions that, I did for the most part, but there's some things I wish I could have did better. And if you can learn from this, that way you'll be 2-3 steps ahead of the learning curve. That will allow you to potentially either graduate early, get an internship, identify the do's and don'ts. Lastly, once you find out your professors, make sure you develop a relationship with your professors. I can't stress to you enough how a C plus can go into a B plus can go into an A D can go into a C, just because you have a relationship with your professor. Now, I'm not guaranteeing you that the professor is going to change your grade, but understand, if you go to a big university, sometimes some classes have 400 people in them. And each professor probably has about 5 to 6 sections. So just do the math of 400 to 500 people per class, or 300 people in a class, and they have 5 or 6 sections. They cannot, I personally identify you as somebody that they can always help out. So you are just a number to them. So how do you make yourself relevant? Is by you being proactive in, one, sitting in the front of the class, getting a class early, right? Taking time to go see the professor after the class is over, so you can have a conversation with them so they can identify who you are. Go to extra hours after hours program so you can go talk to the professor about whatever you need to do, because they have resources and they will help you. But if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. And that's honestly how you can navigate your way through college, how you can also manage your time wisely and help yourself in the long run be very, very successful, not only in the classroom, but manage your time on the sports and any extracurricular activities you have. Make sure you live in your purpose today. Good luck, students. Do it.